You work hard. You think logically. You understand how the world works better than most people around you. So explain this. Why are you still worried about money? You read articles. You watch podcasts. You give better advice to your friends than they give to you. And yet, your bank account doesn't reflect your intelligence. If this sentence hit a nerve, don't look away, because this video isn't for everyone. It's for the person who's smart enough to feel confused by their own situation. And if you stay until the end, I'll explain the one reason smart people struggle financially more than average people. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. You see, in America, we grow up believing something very specific. If you're smart, you'll be fine. Good grades, college, degree, job. That's the formula, right? But somewhere between student loans, credit cards, rent, and a 9-to-5 that drains your energy, you realize something feels off. You're doing everything right, but you're still stuck. And what hurts the most is this quiet thought you never say out loud. Why am I struggling when people who seem less capable are doing better financially? If you've ever had that thought, welcome to United Pro Mindset. You're part of what I call the Pro Mindset Circle. People who think deeply, question systems, and don't accept surface-level answers. But here's the uncomfortable truth most channels won't tell you. Intelligence alone does not create wealth in America. In many cases, it actually works against you. Let me explain. Think about your daily life. You probably overanalyze decisions, research endlessly before acting, want to make the right move, not just a move. That sounds smart, but financially, that mindset can quietly keep you broke. Average people act fast. Smart people wait. Average people start before they're ready. Smart people prepare and prepare and prepare. And by the time the smart person feels confident enough to move, the opportunity window has already closed. I'll give you a real American example. 2 coworkers, same company, same pay. Person A isn't particularly sharp. They don't overthink. They buy a small side business idea a friend mentioned. It's messy. It's imperfect. Person B, probably you, analyzes the risk, the market, the timing, the debt. 3 years later, Person A made mistakes, but learned while moving. Person B is still planning. Here's the part that hurts. Intelligence creates mental comfort, not financial momentum. And momentum is what money follows. Now here's where it gets deeper, and stay with me. Smart people are trained to play defense, not offense. From school onward, you're rewarded for not making mistakes, getting the correct answer, avoiding failure. But money doesn't work like exams. Money rewards risk tolerance, emotional control, decision-making under certainty. Skills that school never taught you. So when a smart person enters the real financial world, their greatest strength becomes a weakness. They fear looking stupid. They fear losing money. They fear being wrong. And fear is expensive. Quick question. Answer honestly in the comments. Comment yes if you've ever delayed a financial move because you wanted to be 100% sure. If you're still watching, you're self-aware enough to admit this. Now let's talk about something even more dangerous. Smart people are excellent employees. They follow rules well. They meet expectations. They optimize systems, which makes them perfect inside someone else's system. But wealth is usually created outside the system. This is why so many intelligent Americans feel trapped in comfortable salaries, predictable routines, and invisible ceilings. You're paid just enough to survive, but not enough to feel free. And because you're smart, you rationalize it. At least I have stability. At least I'm not reckless. At least I'm responsible. But deep down, something feels wrong. And here's the open loop I promised earlier. The most dangerous part isn't lack of money. It's what intelligence does to your identity. Smart people tie their self-worth to being the smart one. So when money struggles show up, it creates shame. You don't ask for help. You don't admit confusion. You quietly carry the stress alone. And stress clouds judgment, which leads to the next trap. Smart people understand money theoretically, but avoid it emotionally. They know interest rates, they know credit card math, they know budgets, but they don't face their finances regularly, because looking directly at the numbers triggers anxiety. So they delay, they distract, they tell themselves they'll handle it later. Be honest, which one are you? Type A in the comments. I track my money, but I feel stuck. Type B, I avoid looking at my finances because it stresses me out. No judgment. Awareness is power. Now here's where everything changes. Smart people are taught to value certainty, but wealth grows in probability. You don't need guaranteed outcomes. You need repeated exposure to upside. This is why entrepreneurs, investors, and creators often look chaotic at first. They're not reckless. They're probability thinkers. They make small bets. They learn fast. They adjust. Smart people try to win big once. Wealthy thinkers aim to win small many times. This channel isn't for everyone. If you need someone to hype you up with get-rich-quick nonsense, this isn't it. But if you're still here, you're realizing something important. Your problem isn't lack of intelligence. It's how your mind was trained. And that means it can be retrained. Awareness is leverage. Here's the shift I want you to sit with. Stop asking, what's the smartest move? Start asking, what's the move that builds momentum? One action, one imperfect step, one decision that teaches you something real. Because money rewards motion, not perfection. And here's the final truth. Listen carefully. Most people clicked away from this video already. They didn't want to feel seen. But you stayed. That tells me something about you. You're not lazy. You're not incapable. You're not behind. You're just someone whose mind evolved faster than your environment. And here at United Pro Mindset, that's who we build for. If this video felt like it was talking directly to you, you already know what to do. Subscribe, not for motivation, but for clarity. Because the next video goes deeper into how to retrain a smart mind for financial freedom. And once you learn that framework, you'll never look at money the same way again. You're not alone anymore. Welcome to the Pro Mindset Circle.